Hey there, Baker Beltz here. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the Brainwave Entrainment release Diamond Cave from iAwake Technologies. I'll talk first about the music, and then I'll give my thoughts on each of the three sessions, Alpha, Theta, and Delta, and then I'll share some of my criticisms of the tracks and why they might not be for everybody. At the time of making this video, these tracks have been out for about a month and a half now. I personally have been using them since the day they were released. It's kind of like Christmas morning every time one of these releases comes out. I get really excited about it. I wanted to wait until I had a chance to use each session multiple times before making a review video so that I'd have my time to formulate my thoughts about it. So, yeah, these aren't brand new. They've been out for about a month and a half now, but these are my thoughts. For the past 6 weeks, I've been using these tracks almost exclusively during my daytime meditations. At about 24 minutes per track, it's the perfect length of time for a short meditation break in the middle of the day. Let me first start talking about the music. I'm sorry I can't include a sample of it in this review because of copyright reasons, but I'll leave a link in the description for the product page, and there's a 3-minute sample there that you can listen to and get a general idea of what it sounds like. I'd say it's pretty standard meditation music, but I do like it. This is weird to say, but it kind of gets stuck in your head. And I've never said that about meditation music before, but, like, the general drone and, like, melody and, like, dynamics of the tone, it's kinda catchy and, like, yeah, so the music is set to the key of B, which astrologically corresponds to the sign Pisces. So, regardless of what entrainment session you choose, you're going to get that sort of dreamy, watery sort of energy accompanying your meditation, which is great for relaxation, which is probably one of the biggest draws of these tracks. There's 3 tracks with 3 different frequencies of brainwave entrainment. There is an alpha track for general relaxation, a theta track that induces hypnagogia, and a delta track for deeper meditation. All 3 tracks use the same 24-minute long piece of music. I'll start by talking about the alpha track. It's pretty relaxing and induces a sort of alert but relaxed state that you would expect from a track in the alpha frequency range. I find it's nice to use as a way of kind of like unwinding stress at the end of the day. It's definitely a pleasant feeling that it induces. The theta track takes you a little bit deeper. Of the 3 tracks, this one's my favorite. It takes about 10 minutes for me personally to fully entrain to the frequency, but it brings about a sort of, like, lucid hypnagogic state. Like, you start daydreaming and feeling euphoric. Um, I experienced some slight hypnagogic visuals, like the types of swirls you get, like, when you rub your eyes when you're using it. I also find it really rejuvenating. It's probably the most rejuvenating of the 3 tracks. After the 24 minutes is over, it feels like you've just woken up from, like, a really good nap. As far as theta tracks go, it's really good. I'd probably rate it as the second best theta track in my entire library, so I do like it a lot. The 3rd track is in the delta range. I've only used this one a couple of times now to get an idea of what the brainwave state it induces is. It's good for getting into, like, a relaxed, formless state of awareness, that sort of, like, causal plane awareness. But I'd say it's not quite as good as the profound meditation tracks that are iAwake Technology's flagship products. I think that's partially because these tracks seem to be missing the biofield energies that are built into the profound meditation tracks. and is what makes those ones so special. That's my first criticism. Diamond Cave is a great deal because for the price of a single download, you get almost a full spectrum of entrainment experiences to choose from. But without the biofield energies, they don't give you that sort of like lasting feeling that lasts the whole day, like some of the other iWake products. That isn't to say that the entrainment is weak. To the contrary, the entrainment is really strong. And that's actually my second criticism. For people who are either sensitive to entrainment or have never used entrainment before, I think that these tracks might produce overwhelm because of how strong the entrainment frequencies are. Like after the track is over, I can personally feel the frequencies like pulsing back and forth in my brain for several minutes after the entrainment is over. And that's how I know that my brain is getting a good workout. Because I've been using entrainment for years, I don't find this particularly unpleasant, but I think for less experienced users, it might cause overwhelm and possibly even give you a headache. I don't know. But on the flip side of that is that because of how strong these tracks are, they're exceptionally effective at building up those connections in your corpus callosum in between the hemispheres. Great for that. So, what are my final thoughts? At $37, I'd say it's a pretty good deal since you get 3 unique, entrainment sessions at those different frequencies. I personally think the Theta track is the best. If you're looking for something to relax or get a boost of rejuvenation, these tracks are great for that. They're also great if you're looking for something to facilitate like brainstorming or problem solving. But if you're more interested in having something for like a prolonged meditation practice, I'd recommend getting the profound meditation tracks instead, as they both include the biofield energies and they also have a whole series of releasing tracks that are a lot gentler on the brain. I personally plan on using these tracks as a regular part of my practice, but beyond the last 6 weeks that I've been using them exclusively, I don't think I'm gonna be using them exclusively into the future because there are a lot of other iAwake tracks I like a lot. If you haven't seen my original iAwake review, I'll leave a link for that in the description. I talk about some of my favorites in that video. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Diamond Cave. If you'd like to check it out, there's a link in the description that includes samples of all 3 sessions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.